thank you for being here. We really appreciate it. Round of applause to you. We're going to have a series of speakers tonight and then some other fun stuff as well. But we're going to start off with the stars of the show. So if we can get Miss Pennsylvania, Victoria, and also my main man, Jimmy. We're going to start with the pledge and the national anthem. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
There's a whole lot of America going on right now, and a whole lot of Pennsylvania America. And the chants are in, thank you. And the polls are in, and it is unanimous. Jimmy, our fearless leader, Cassandra's son, has stolen the show and outshined Miss Pennsylvania. And with that, I would like to introduce somebody who needs no introduction. Cassandra Coleman has been rocking America250PA for years, well ahead of other states, and I would argue ahead of the nation. And we would love for her to come up and say a few words. Cassandra.
Thank you so much. I'm just going to try to adjust that a little bit. So good evening, everyone, and happy Thirsty Thursday to those who celebrate, right? Thank you for coming out to celebrate with us tonight. Honesdale is an important place in Pennsylvania's story, and as a child of northeastern Pennsylvania, it's a joy to be here celebrating something new that reflects our shared pride and hometown spirit. Declaration is just another way to tell our story. It's made with Pennsylvania ingredients, wrapped in Pennsylvania history, and built through a partnership grounded in pride and purpose. We at America250PA say that this commemoration is for everyone. We mean it. This includes the history buffs, the community leaders, the kids who love a good sparkler, and yes, the craft beer fans. That's fitting because beer has always brought people together. And in colonial America, it was part of everyday life. When they weren't declaring independence, our founders were brewing and enjoying beer. And just like the Semiquin, Declaration is proudly Pennsylvanian and made to be shared. I had the chance to taste it for the first time at our Pocono Raceway event, where we were honored to have our governor, Josh Shapiro, join us for an inaugural toast. And when I told a few folks that we were adding a beer to our list of different projects, they gave me that look, the one that says, "Are you sure about this?" However, those same folks, some who were at Pocono, tasted it, smiled, and said, "Okay, this works." And now they're asking how they can buy it. So this makes me laugh because it also captures what we're trying to do at America250PA. We're building real excitement for this once-in-a-generation anniversary. We're bringing Pennsylvanians together through art, through education, through public service, games, and now through beer. Our friends at Runaway Train Brewery have been incredible partners, so how about another round of applause for them? Their team poured care and meaning into every detail, from the Dunlap broadside font to the 67 counties listed on the label. This beer reflects deep pride in the Commonwealth's founding role and enduring impact. Every can tells a story. Every sip honors the journey that brought us here and points us towards the next chapter. So today, soon, we will raise our glasses not only to this great beer, but to the people and the places that make Pennsylvania special, to community, to craft, and especially to 2026. And I can't wait to raise a glass in a few minutes with you. And again, thank you for joining us.
What a powerhouse. So, there is a story to this project we call Declaration. I'd like to introduce my partner, Vince Benedetto. Please come up and tell you a little bit about the start to finish and how this impacts not only this business, but our community and the story behind the brand.
Okay. Well, I first want to thank Cassandra and her amazing America250PA team. The work they are doing across the Commonwealth is truly extraordinary. And I think it's safe to say that of all the 50 states, our Commonwealth is going to have the most special and absolutely the most spectacular 250th celebration. So big round of applause. On behalf of the team here at Runaway Train Brewery, including my partners in this endeavor, Greg Pollack, Joseph Napoli, and Justin Genslinger, as well as our head brewer, Kevin Getz, the management here, the wonderful staff, welcome to Runaway Train and to Honesdale, which is now proudly the home of the official America250PA beer for Pennsylvania. I want to acknowledge my Bold Gold Media Group team, who have played a very instrumental role also in this process. And I want to give a very special shout out to our Bold Gold Chief Digital Strategist, who served as the lead designer of the truly remarkable label for this very special beer, Jamie Lazarus. Jamie? So at Runaway Train, as you might imagine, we love history. We love American history. We love Pennsylvania history. We love Honesdale history. We love train history. In 1829, just steps from the brewery, outside these doors not very far, on the famous D&H railroad tracks, history was made here when the very first commercial locomotive, the Stourbridge Lion, made its debut, making Honesdale forever the birthplace of the American Railroad. So everything we do here, right at the brewery, is designed around that history. This very building, located along those famed D&H railroad tracks, is designed to make you feel as if you've entered a train station and that you're ready for a very special journey. And it has been in that spirit that we embarked on the collaboration with America250PA. Creating this beer together, we worked on two parallel paths, both the beer itself and, of course, the label. With the beer, we agreed early on that it needed to be something that could be enjoyed by the largest number of Pennsylvanians, a true beer for the people, if you will. It would need to be an easy drinking beer that would be versatile, refreshing, and able to be enjoyed year-round, but especially at outdoor summer events, and certainly those leading up to and through the July 4th summer celebrations next year. It also needed to be able to be made with premium Pennsylvania ingredients, and therefore could be PA preferred on the label. So after much taste testing, which was quite fun, and perfecting, we settled on what is now known as Declaration Lager, the notes of which have been described as a delicious taste of Pilsner malt with a finish and mouthfeel of Munich and a touch of Saaz hops. It's crisp, it's refreshing, and at 4% ABV, we believe it's all-day drinkable, which many of us are anxious to put that theory to a test.
Or already have.
No comment on that. So the striking artwork on the label. Those of you who are familiar with our Runaway Train products know we take particular pride in creating extraordinary labels and themes for our beers. And it was important to America250PA, as well as us, that the label itself become a keepsake. We wanted something that, of course, represented 250 years of America, but also equally our beautiful Commonwealth. We wanted it to be strong with symbolism and iconic in imagery, but also have some elegant Easter eggs hidden within it. So let me walk you through some of the key elements. Of course, it has the name Declaration. Boldly displayed. Now, what you will notice about the name Declaration is exactly in the font. It's exactly in the font of the Declaration of Independence here. Okay, we have a towering Independence Hall. Supporting this image and supporting the Founding Fathers is a map of Pennsylvania, the Keystone State. Of course, a silhouette of the founders holding a scroll, making a bold pronouncement, but also looking out into the future optimistically. We have our slogan, Liberty and Lager for All, for the beer. Of course, we have the America250PA slogan, proudly displayed, as well as the font and the slogan, Start Here, America Did. Of particular note, in addition to the handwritten match of the Declaration, much of the font text, the printed text, is actually the same font of the famous Dunlap broadside, which was the very first printing on July 4, 1776 of the Declaration of Independence by patriot and Pennsylvanian John Dunlap. So the very first time most Pennsylvanians heard about and read about the Declaration, it was when they saw it in the Dunlap broadside that was printed. We also have the PA Preferred logo and seal displayed. And perhaps one of my favorite hidden Easter eggs is we have a subtle Keystone State logo here, as well as in all four corners. And all of this is framed in a parchment color listing all 67 counties of Pennsylvania. So no matter where you are in 2026, when you're drinking this beer, from Pittsburgh to Philadelphia to Honesdale to Erie and everywhere in between, when you're drinking this beer, your home county is equally represented with all the others. So we're very proud of this artwork that makes a bold statement, a patriotic statement, and really, like I said, we wanted it to be a keepsake. So people would want to keep the label, keep the can, and celebrate. So 50 years hence, when the 300th comes up, they're still looking at the 250th. So last but not least, probably the most special thing about being here today is many of you in a few minutes will get to taste the beer for the first time in a special toast. Also special is the only place, aside from some select America250PA events here in 2025, the only place the beer will be available in cans, in growlers, or on tap will be exclusively at Runaway Train Brewery until it rolls out across the entire Commonwealth in 2026. So I want to tell everybody here, thank you so much. We're looking forward to Pennsylvanians across the state lifting a glass, celebrating our great history, celebrating all that we have in common. And since the founding of this country, beer has brought Pennsylvanians and Americans together, and we're looking forward to doing it again here at the 250th. Thank you very much.
Sit back together.
Sorry about that.
Vince, impressive, thank you. Just a public service announcement. I know the weather didn't cooperate with indoor-outdoor, but if everyone who is happily spending their money at the bar, if we could just have your patience with volume levels for a few more minutes. The party will begin soon. And speaking of a party, there is one guy here who's most likely the funnest person in the room. And I'm happy to call him my friend. That's not really unique because I think he's almost everyone's friend. But here to talk about what Governor Josh Shapiro has done to invest in America250PA, Drew Popish, come up and give us a few words.
I literally was thinking, who's he going to introduce? Who's he talking about? Well, hi, everyone. Drew Popish, Northeast Regional Director for Governor Shapiro. And I mean, I guess for tonight also a fellow cheerleader of beer. It's not every day that I get to go to a brewery and say that I'm doing the work of the governor. But I mean, I'll take it. And I will definitely enjoy it. And you know what? Wait, no, honestly though, I never felt more patriotic drinking a beer, and I have drank many a beers before. So this is like a new thing we're doing, so thank you. So let me try to see if I could read these remarks I tried to prepare. But I normally just wing things, so it doesn't always work out so well. So, you know what I do want to say though? We're not only here to like talk about, great beer, but we're also here to talk about a great cause, and that's America250PA. So please first, let's give it up for America250PA. Thank you. And they are leading us on this journey to our nation's 250th birthday. And the governor is completely supportive of this commission and this initiative, and has really invested in all the programs that are going to be across the state to make sure that everyone in all 67 states can participate, from Wayne County to Allegheny County and everything in between, that they get to be part of this. This moves. Whoops. There's wheels on this just for the next speaker, so you guys know. I think that the beer is probably delicious. I'm not going to lie, I didn't try it at all yet, but I'm not going to BS you. I'm a Coors Light kind of person, but I'm sure. But I have had many lager, and they are very tasty. But most importantly, they're Pennsylvania. This beer is Pennsylvania proud. It's community crafted, and it is a wrapped with our history of our founding, right? I mean, listen, I guarantee you that if our founding fathers were here today, that they would trade in their wigs for a pint of this beer. I guarantee you. So there's, right. Yeah. Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, someone. I do want to give a big shout out to Cassandra and her team, because the work you're doing is exceptional. And it is. And if you really think about it, what you guys are doing, you're taking this bold vision, and you are just, making it accessible to everyone, and you're making it inclusive. And that is huge. And you're also reminding people that our history is not just like in the past, but we're living it every day, presently, and now we're toasting to it. I think, also, Cassandra, maybe we could do a rosé. Like, maybe do we have, just to have, you know what I mean? Anyone could do it. It could be you. Yeah. I didn't even read this, guys. I'm sorry. But thank you so much for having me, Cassandra, and team and company and everyone here. And let's have beer. I have my state car, so I can't have any beer, but I hope you guys do.
Thank you, Drew. So obviously America250 is not just about Pennsylvania. It's just primarily about Pennsylvania. So we do have somebody on the national scene who's going to come up and give some remarks. And I will say a proud Pennsylvanian, a great businessman, and our newest congressman representing us in D.C. And thank you for bringing money back to PA. And thank you for your support on this project. Congressman Rob Bresnahan.
So I am not going to get in between people having fun and a bar and chit-chatting and talking. I'm also half Irish and half Italian, so I'm going to use this microphone. Listen, Cassandra, what you've been doing, I think, long before I ever had the twinkle in my eye to run for federal office, what I've seen you do to the community and the impact that you've had. Thank you for, and also Cassandra and I live in a very close proximity to one another, represent Exeter, Pennsylvania. But thank you for what you're doing to the community. And listen, anytime we can have fun with beer, and I've gotten to write a lot of really cool proclamations, but I've never had the opportunity to write a proclamation about beer. But also having the beer made at just an incredible facility. Vince, I can listen to you talk all day long because every time you speak, I listen and I learn so much. And dating back to when we spent like 3 hours with Kevin. Is Kevin here tonight? Where's Kevin? Our brewmaster in chief, because I got to sample everything that was behind us. And it's just an incredible work of art. He's a magician. And just to the whole PA 250 movement, thank you for what that you all do. And I did get to taste the beer at the Pocono Raceway, and we loved it so much that I think we have to back the trunk up of the car because Chelsea and I's wedding, we're taking like 8 cases. That's in 2 weeks. So thank you. I looks like the... Kevin, how we doing? Beer's awesome. I just want to present the Runaway Train Brewing Company, a proclamation for all of the incredible work that you're doing. So can I bring up the Runaway Train team here quick? So our nation will celebrate the 250th anniversary of this founding in 2026, a significant milestone in our nation's history. In preparation for this commemoration, states across the country are taking steps to recognize the occasion and honor their unique contributions to American heritage. The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania established the Pennsylvania Commission for the United States Semi-Centennial to help plan, encourage, and coordinate the Commonwealth's commemoration of the country's 250th anniversary and its essential role. Runaway Train Brewery in Honesdale, Pennsylvania, and America250PA have partnered on a special tribute to the Commonwealth's role in American history through the introduction of a special craft beer. Declaration is brewed on site in Honesdale with premium Pennsylvania ingredients and features a label highlighting elements from Pennsylvania's heritage that Vince just so eloquently highlighted, drawing inspiration from the original Dunlap broadside printing of the Declaration of Independence, including topography and imagery of Independence Hall and all 67 counties of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. So I therefore present you with this proclamation. Thank you for all that you do, and just keep rocking and rolling. Yeah. Good? Thank you all. You guys rock.
Thank you, Congressman. And I will say, on behalf of the 4 partners and all of our other community investors in this project, many of which are here tonight, your recognition is appreciated. Our next speaker tonight, and if I could just keep the attention, please, I would love that so much because I have such a wonderful human being to introduce next. And she is absolutely one of the best and most passionate district leaders in the state. Rosemary Brown, if you wouldn't mind saying a few words.
Good evening, everyone, and it is a pleasure to be here. And first and foremost, when I was a state representative, Cassandra comes in to see me, sends me a text message, and at that time she was working in Harrisburg, and says, I'm going to start this America 250 PA thing, starts to introduce me to it. We talked about it when I came in tonight, and I think now she's considered the matriarch because 7.5 years? 7.5 years, she told me she is the longest person who has been doing this initiative. So again, and she always does it with a smile and, does a great job. So we're very happy to have you leading us. Runaway Train Brewery, fantastic job. Congressman Bresnahan, when I toured, they didn't give me a taste of every beer. I don't know. I'm teasing you. And Bolgo Media, wonderful logo. I was so impressed with it, with all the history of it. But, I'm the chairwoman of the Senate Community Economic and Recreational Development Committee in Harrisburg. And so when you look at these type of events, you look at these type of honors, the brewing business is huge in Pennsylvania. It's very competitive. And we got it here in Honesdale, and this honor, which is amazing. So, when you look and you say all these type of events, they create excitement, they create tourism, they create economics, they create an understanding of our history. So it's all good. It's a win-win around the board. And the economic piece is huge. This beer will be everywhere. I'm kind of informally calling it Beer of the Year, which is sort of my little phrase of Beer of the Year. But it means more than that. And when you look at a lager and you look at the United States, there's a little similarities here and there, right? They both come from, history. They both come from, immigration. They both come from, economics a little bit. So there's a little bit there. But on the back of the T-shirt, it says liberty and lager for all. So just a nice reminder that we are so blessed to live in this country, and we are so blessed to have a gem like this brewery in Honesdale, Pennsylvania, and I'm very proud to be the senator of this district and wish you the best. We're here to support you in any way that we can. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Rosemary Brown. Okay, very quick. Bar team, let's start pouring those samples. It's getting to be that time. Well, feel free to go buy them, and we're also going to keep passing them. So you can have more than one, Jim, because I heard that. But I know that we also have state elected officials from other districts here with us. And we have Jonathan Fritz couldn't be here because he might be the only one that everyone could hear in the back with his loud voice. But he does send his regards from this district. But I know we have other state officials. If you don't mind just raising your hands and being recognized. State officials. Thank you. Now let's talk about Wayne County. So a friend of ours who happens to know a little bit about the beer business is also a commissioner in Wayne County, a tremendous business representative in the community, and also loves a good beer. And he's got a dynamite shirt on tonight. So if Jim Shook could step up and say a few words about how projects like this help the county itself.
Thank you, Justin. I think I got nominated because I had the shirt on. It's possible. Standing in the back, listening to everyone speak and seeing the crowd we have here tonight and watching how many pictures have been taken, I think each and every one of you has taken a picture. Take your favorite picture out of tonight, print it. Don't just leave it on your phone, but print it, save it, pass it along to your children. Because I honestly believe that history is being made here tonight. And you're going to see this 100 years plus from now. So make sure that you take that opportunity to save this moment. I think it's a huge moment in the history of Wayne County. One thing I've been thinking about when I've been standing here is, as an individual, as a man or a woman, throughout your life, whether it's business or a city, a town, community, or a county, you have to reinvent yourself. You always have to keep striving to achieve better and to do more. And that's what Wayne County has happened here. If you look back, as Vince had mentioned, almost 200 years ago, the locomotive train was invented here. That's history. Tonight we're reinventing our history again. Something a lot of people, and in fact I just learned it recently, but speaking of the Declaration in the beginning of the Revolutionary War, Samuel Meredith lived in Bethany, Wayne County, and he spent his life savings funding the Revolutionary War to the point when the war was done, he was broke. He was a broken man. He had nothing left, but he resided here in Wayne County. So this place is history, and Wayne County keeps inventing history, and I think years and years and 100 years from now, we're all going to be drinking Declaration, or let's say our ancestors, our future children will be drinking Declaration. And one thing I've noticed about this beer, it really tastes like another and another. It really is a drinkable beer. So congratulations, you guys are making history tonight, and I'm proud to be part of it.
Very well said. And we've had a lot of political speakers here tonight, but one thing that the semi-quincentennial and this beer have in common, it doesn't care about party. Sorry, folks. But, and our next speaker is really bringing, I would say, generational change to Honesdale, both in community and local government. And if Mayor Derrick could come up and say a few words, we would very much appreciate it.
Hey everybody, I should give a little behind the scenes story here. We're sitting over here. Justin's giving these great introductions about, oh, next up is the most fun person ever. And we're all like, is it gonna be us? Of course not. It's always gonna be Drew. It's always gonna be Drew. So I love being in this place. It brings back wonderful memories of meeting the governor. One time, years ago here, I even saw a ghost, and I will not tell you which one of those moments I was a little tipsy for, but they're both true. They are both true. The anniversaries like this for America250 and America250PA, they're such a wonderful time to reflect. And here in Honesdale, a lot of that reflection kind of centers around our own local history too. So next year with the 250th, we have kind of the start of many 200th anniversaries of Honesdale. We have the founding when the canal started picking up in town. We have the 1829 Stourbridge Lion Run. We have the incorporation of town. And it's really wonderful to have so many reasons to think about town, to think about the country, to think about where we've come from, where we are now, and where we want to go. And it's really wonderful to have another one of those opportunities right now with the celebration of this new beer, and to wonder what are all the wonderful things that we can be celebrating in the future that are rooted in Pennsylvania and Wayne County and Honesdale. So congratulations.
Thank you, Mayor. Okay, we're going to do a little speed dating speaking right now. We have a few groups in-house that deserve an opportunity to say something, / we would like you to say something. And you represent community and economic development. So, yes, Paul, come on up. And James Hamill, nice backwards hat. Chris nominated you. PMVB in the Pocono Mountains, get up here. I know that I saw Debbie with the chamber, so you get to come up too. And with GHP, I believe Sandy is representing GHP. I didn't see, and if not, Derek, you're going to have to take that. But I thought, yes, we do. Okay. So everybody, if you could say one thing, whether it's Beverage Trail, economic development, downtown USA, or our business league, we would appreciate that.
Thank you so much, Justin. My name is Paul McNoski. I'm the Regional Director for the Department of Community and Economic Development, a sponsor of PA250, very proud. Cassandra's a former colleague, and we miss her a lot in the governor's office, but she's doing incredible things, and as a result, we got Drew, so it's a win-win. Sorry. Honesdale is really not only the home of the beer of America PA250, but a place that is on the rise in Pennsylvania, a renaissance, if you will. Incredible work going on by your local economic development team here, and your elected officials do an incredible job. You have a lot to be proud of, and the future is very bright, and we're excited to be a part of it. And thank you, Justin, and your team for everything.
Justin Taylor, mea culpa. I always think I'm the only Justin in the room, but I guess I'm not. Come up here and say a few things for WEDCO.
Good evening, everyone. Justin Taylor, I'm the new director at WEDCO, Wayne Economic Development. Thank you. It's great to be here. I come from the big city of Carbondale, so I bring an outside perspective. And one thing I can tell you about Wayne County is Wayne County gets it. Wayne County understands the things that need to be done to make this a great place to live, to work, to visit, raise a family. There's no one better to do that than Settlers Hospitality Group, Runaway Train, and Bold Gold Media. You have a mega partnership here that is putting Wayne County on the map. Happy to be a part of it. Thanks for the welcome. Congratulations to all of you. What an amazing job. Thanks.
Appreciate it. Jim Hamill, what's the Pocono Beverage Trail have to say?
Justin speaks of this Pocono Beverage Trail, and there are multiple members throughout the 4 counties of the Poconos. 4 of those counties of the 67 comprise the Pocono Mountains. We bring in 30 million visitors a year. 30 million people to our establishments to support economic development, but also the quality of life that Jim Shook spoke to earlier tonight. And I think that we should be very proud of not just the Poconos, of Pennsylvania, but of the United States of America, and the fact that we can all cheers that this year and into the future. So cheers to Runaway Train and to Declaration.
Thanks, my friend. Debbie, come up and say what the members and businesses for the Chamber have to say.
Thank you. I'm Debbie Gillette. I'm the Executive Director of the Chamber of the Northern Poconos. And we're just very proud to have a product that's born here in the Northern Pocono Mountains. And not only is Honesdale going to be known as the birthplace of the American Commercial Railroad, but also Declaration Lager, born right here in Honesdale, PA. So this just speaks volumes about the entrepreneurial spirit that we have here in Wayne and Pike counties, and we're just so very proud of our members here at Runaway Train Brewery. So congratulations.
Thank you, Debbie. And Sandy, representing the town of this place, please say something for the GHP.
Bring it down for short people. Hi, thank you everybody so much for coming today. Couldn't be more proud of having Runaway Train here in Honesdale and having this beer represent the entire state of Pennsylvania for the America250PA. I get speechless, sorry. The economic impact of this is just going to be a huge benefit to Honesdale, and again, we couldn't be more proud. So we encourage everybody to shop local, shop small, come to Honesdale, have some beer, and enjoy the rest of our town while you're here, and shop our shops and visit everybody. So thank you so much for supporting small town, shop local. Thank you.
Okay, I know you're tired of hearing us talk. The last thing that I have is just, in addition to our state and federal representatives, we have elected officials from other towns, other areas here to support us, other counties, all part of the state. So whether it's prosecuting, if it's borough work, if it's council work, if you are one of the great towns representing Pennsylvania as a elected official and volunteer and or paid representative, please raise your hand. And on that note,
Cheers, you okay? Come on, should we get your Rob and Rosemary? Rosemary. Rob. Where's Rob? Where'd he go? Should we get it? Where's Rob? Mike and Joe, come on up. Brian.
any speakers welcome to come up.
Rob. Cheers to 26. I can't hear.
Huh?
Cheers to 26.
I got you. For Cassandra Coleman, we have such an adoration. Raise your glass and take a sip of Declaration.
Damn good game.